Talents travel fast and far away. And we are fortunate this time to have a young lady coming from North Carolina. She learned her instrument at a young age. Her name is Victoria Pan. I can't wait to introduce her to all of you. Shall we meet her then? Of course, let's meet her. Hello, Victoria.
Hi.
I apologize for my voice today, but I want to welcome you to New Jersey.
Thank you.
How do you like it so far?
My family and I, we come almost every year for Christmas to visit my aunt and her family, so I really love going. New Jersey is like nice weather and stuff, and we go to New York while we're here as well. So
you absolutely should go to New York. That's an exciting place. Yeah. I tell you that I used to live in New York and I love it. But I think as a musician, such as you, as pretty, as charming, maybe New York would be another place for you to think about it, right, for your future stay.
Right, yeah. Hopefully when I try for conservatories or schools, I will eventually end up somewhere up north.
Okay. Well, I'd like to know more about you because you're far away. I never met you before, and this is the first time. And I think audience and viewers want to know more about you since you're a very talented and pretty young lady. So tell me about yourself a little bit and the life in North Carolina.
I was born in Charlotte, North Carolina in 1996. I just turned 17 years old. I'm actually not from Charlotte, North Carolina. I was just born there. I live in South Carolina, but on the border of North Carolina. And I have one brother, a younger brother, and my whole family plays music except for my dad. He played guitar at one point in time, but yeah.
So that's kind of a musical influences,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Right. When and did you become interested in music? I remember something about you that when you were little, you were interested, but then you gave up.
Right.
Tell me about that story.
Yeah, my mom is a violin teacher, so I guess, hearing her play and teaching violin all the time, I was like, oh, okay, maybe I'll just pick up a violin and start playing. And I did like to play, but when my mom stepped in and tried to teach me, that was like, I did not want to learn, and I didn't want to listen to her, so I was like, I want to learn piano. So I started piano, and then I quit piano like 2 years later, because my piano teacher got pregnant or something. And then I started back with violin at around age 8 because we went to a concert, and there was a girl soloist who was in a beautiful red dress, and she was playing, I believe it was Sibelius Violin Concerto with orchestra, and I was like, wow, she is amazing, and I want to be just like her, so I started.
So you picked it up again?
Yeah, I picked
Well,
my mom.
You didn't pick up your dad's guitar, though.
No, I didn't.
Well, your daddy didn't hear what you said just now, so that's okay, right? So I'm sure through the years of playing violins and performing, you must have done a lot of performances throughout the state where you live. Have you performed in any places other than your area?
I've performed, actually I went with an orchestra to Carnegie Hall and we performed there in New York. I've performed in Las Vegas a couple of times, and yeah, I don't know about any. South Carolina, of course, that's where I live, in North Carolina.
How was the experience with Carnegie Hall versus Las Vegas?
Well, it's different. In Las Vegas, I was performing in a competition, so it was kind of like a small room, and Carnegie Hall, of course, is like, yeah, really nice.
Were you nervous?
No,
Good. Do you think you're born with this kind of thing? The music is in your gene, though.
It is in my gene. I think performing is not as, I'm not as comfortable, but I think over the years my mom has done a great job in giving me different opportunities. When I was younger, she made me perform everywhere. We would do different festivals. I would play fiddle. I don't just play classical, I play Irish fiddle. Different types of other music, and she would make me perform all the time. So I think that made me a lot more comfortable.
And I'm sure you appreciate it now more.
Yes.
Right? Well, sometimes when you were a kid, you kind of like, why mom made me to do this, right?
Right.
There's a reason for it.
Right.
Now, in terms of music at home, what is the style that you think your mom influenced you versus this teacher that taught you? And who was your mentor for the violins? besides your mom?
Besides my mom. Right now, currently, it's Wei Wei Le. She's a wonderful musician, wonderful artist, and I'm so lucky to be studying with her and living with her now.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, so she and a bunch of, I've had so many teachers, which I'm grateful for, David Russell, a bunch of people, yeah. So, they're different teaching styles. Every teacher has a different teaching style, and my mom is, moms, moms are moms, and she's kind of, I don't know, she just teaches me like a mom would teach someone.
And she's a professionionist, right?
Professional. Yeah, she is professional, but she's more personal with me, and she's not afraid to criticize.
Well, that's
it's
really
good. It's good.
Constructive
Very,
criticism,
yeah,
right?
Right.
So how many hours do you play a day at home?
About 5 to 6.
Wow, that's good. Were you ever bored? And most of the kids nowadays, it's kind of hard to practice more than 3 hours because they want to give it up. So it seems like you're easygoing personality and listen to mom and teacher quite good.
Mm-hmm.
So do you think that it helped you at a lot during the performances?
Yes, I think so. And I didn't practice very much until about 2 years ago or 3 years ago. I've mainly, when I was younger, even when I started violin, most I practiced was about an hour. And then even in high school, 9th grade, which was only a few years ago, I only practiced about 1.5 hours. So I didn't really start playing a lot till a few years, like 2 or 3 years ago.
Because you've grown up.
Yeah.
You're mature.
Yeah, hopefully.
So, maybe something at the stage, okay, when you do a performances on stage, it could have some errors, missteps. It happened to you, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
How did you handle that?
Well, I have a bad habit of, it keeps bogging my mind the whole performance. But I'm trying to learn how. I'm still having this problem still, but I'm trying to learn how to put it aside. It's not the end of the world. One note out of tune. No one's perfect, and it shouldn't bug me. It's the music that should be coming to the audience, not whatever I feel is out of tune or that shouldn't matter too much. So.
And it's hard to do that.
It's hard.
I know, but you have to adjust that in the future, right? As audience sometimes, they couldn't tell the difference, to be honest with you, especially classical music, right? So besides classical music, you play modern music too?
Yeah, a little bit. I've ventured out into Irish fiddle. I take from an Irish fiddle. His name is Jamie Lavelle. He's really great, and I've learned some Irish fiddle. It's really nice to relax from classical sometimes.
Do you play Chinese music too?
Yeah, I do.
Which
sometimes.
one do you like the best?
Xia Ye. I don't know if you know that one. I think it's called Summer Night.
Okay.
And it's a wonderful piece.
Really? Do you understand the meaning of it?
Not really. Not really.
You speak Chinese,
yeah,
or at least you understand what we say in Chinese, right?
I understand more.
Good, then you keep that, okay? Let's just say, what do you think the music that you are doing right now could be your future music journey, or could it be your future career? Are you planning to do that, to be that?
Yes, I'm planning to go to the music career, and hopefully do things beyond that, share music with. I'm planning on doing something that my teacher and I want to do, go to different third world countries or somewhere where people have no access to food, water, or music, and maybe share it with them or teach them musical instruments, stuff like that. Hopefully.
Wow, that's a big.
Yeah, I don't know if we can do it,
cool.
but I hope.
Do you share that with your mom yet on that idea?
Yeah.
She's okay?
She's okay. She's actually for it.
Okay.
And my teacher's very excited. We hope we can do it.
Music road is kind of tough road, and it's even more tougher than most other career type, right? And are you ready?
Yeah, I don't know. I hope I'm ready, but I'm just gonna. There's not much I can do but try my best and prepare as much as I can, and then life just takes you on the journey. Then you can't really do anything.
That sounds great. Do you like competition?
I didn't used to, but my teacher and my parents have convinced me that it's not really about being competitive or competing against other people. The main reason I do competitions is to strengthen myself, and it really helps me because I actually have a motivation to practice. That's one of the motivations, like, oh, I need to practice. So it's not really for actually competition. It's to meet different other musicians and be inspired by their performance, and also to strengthen my own.
What do you think are your strongest point, or what's your weakness?
As a person?
Yeah.
As a person.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say my weakness is I'm pretty stubborn. I don't like to listen, especially to my mom.
Uh-oh.
But, yeah, I'm very stubborn, and I guess strength, I don't really know.
Your personality is good to me.
Yeah,
right?
I guess I'm driven, motivated most of the time.
And you're also a perfectionist too,
Yeah,
right?
that's also a weakness.
I think
Yeah.
that's a strong point,
Mm-hmm.
right? What other talents do you have besides violin and piano?
I wouldn't consider it talent, but
Maybe it's a hobby?
A hobby, yeah. I love to draw, and I love to play tennis. I play tennis with both of my parents play tennis. So
Really?
it's like a family hobby.
I gotcha.
It's great. It's so much
Maybe you
fun.
can call it a first family in tennis.
Yeah, yeah, right.
Not in violin then.
Not in violin, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's tennis, and I like to read.
All right. Well, today you had 2 recording today. Can you tell me the music about the 2 recorded?
Yeah, the first one I recorded was the Beethoven Sonata No. 1, the first movement. Wonderful piece, very lyrical, and it's actually not really a solo piece. Sonata means a collaboration with piano or some other instrument and violin, so it's wonderful to work with my pianist, and she's great, and it's been a lot of fun playing that piece. And the second piece is Ravel's Tzigane. That is a very cool piece. It's Tzigane means gypsy, so it's a gypsy piece. Not something that I'm very familiar with, but it's also really fun to play. He puts in different sounds that we've never heard, and different harmonic structure and melodic structure, so it's very interesting.
Was it a hard piece too?
Yeah, it's quite difficult, yeah.
Were you satisfied?
Yeah, for the most part. That's
For
the
the most part.
most I can do now.
Well, as we have to thank you for the time you come here, of course, from far away, about 11 hours driving here. And also, it is exciting to have you here this time to perform, because there's another violinist, a little bit older than you are, coming for the concert as well. So I wish you lots of luck.
Thank you.
And I want to thank you for being with us and being part of the Youth Talents Festival. And due to my voice, I would like to stop right now for you, all right? So, but it's nice chatting with you. Good luck to you.
Thank you so much.